Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do Standard 7 Chapter 3. This is the Part 1, Properties of Natural Resources. This is this much and this is this much. Chapter 3. Okay. Chapter 3. So today we are going to do Standard 7 Chapter 3. This is Chapter 3 Part 1. This is the Part 1 of the video, and after this I will give you this Part 2. The properties of natural resources. I am your friend Farooq Mahmudan, who is editing the channel. My channel's name is ONS Academy. So let's begin our lesson. Let's recall. Which are the gases present in air? Why is air a homogeneous mixture? What are the uses of the various gases in air? So this you have to do by your own. Air has weight. See in your textbook they have shown properties of air. They are showing properties of air. Air is all around us. We cannot see it, yet we feel the presence of air. When we inhale, air is taken in through the nose. If we blow on our hand through our lips, we can feel the air. Okay. Then see this second slide. Try this at your home, students. Take a stick from a broom or a paper or plastic straw. They are take a stick from a broom. Broom means jhadu. Take it from it and or a plastic straw. You can take a plastic straw also. Tie a thread at its center and hang it so that it remains horizontal. Tie two rubber balloons of the same size at the two ends of the stick. See to it that the stick remains horizontal. So now remove the one balloon, inflate it and tie and again at its original position. Okay. The stick remain horizontal. The stick remain horizontal. The stick goes down. The stick go down on the side of the inflated balloon. This means that air has weight. Air is a mixture of gases, therefore, like all other matter, it has mass and weight. Now, mass and weight. See, now second one. See the second slide. Take an injection saline without the needle. Pull its position and observe it as you. And observe it as it. Observe it as you do so. The position can be pulled out easily. The position they remains in that position even if you let it go. Now close an inlet hole of the syringe tightly with your thumb. Pull the position and let it go. Is the force required to pull out the position more or less than before? Does the position remain as it is after you left it go? The molecules of the gases in the air are in constant motion. When these molecules strike a body, they create pressure on that body. This is the pressure of air that we call atmospheric pressure. Now come here, see the third slide. On pulling the position, with the inlet hole of the syringe closed, more space becomes available to the air in the syringe and it's become rarefied. As a result, the pressure of the air in the syringe is lowered. Comparatively, the pressure of the outside air is high. That is why when the pulled out position is released, it is immediately pushed in. If this experiment is repeated, holding the syringe in different position like vertical, horizontal, or inclined, the position is found to go into the same extent. In all the cases, from this we can infer that the atmospheric pressure is the same in all the directions. Now find out this. Is there any atmospheric pressure on the moon? So you have to find this and write in your notebook. Do you know? So you come here. Do you know? Under ordinary conditions, atmospheric pressure at a sea level is about 1,01,400 newtons per square meter. It can be measured with the help of a barometer. As we go higher above sea level, atmospheric pressure decreases. So this is the barometer. Okay. Now a little fun. Place a piece of cardboard on the mouth of a glass filled completely with the water. Holding the cardboard firmly in place with one hand inward, the gases quickly take your hand away from the cardboard. What do you see? Okay. You can see this third. Next slide. Great scientists, page number 17. This man is Daniel Bernoulli. In 1726, the Swedish scientist Daniel Bernoulli put forth the important principle that the pressure of air decreases when its velocity increases while the pressure of air increases when its velocity decreases. If a body is moving through air, the air pressure decreases perpendicular to the direction of the motion, and then the air in its surroundings flows rapidly from higher pressure to the lower pressure. Then come to this next slide. Take some observe and discuss. So this, see the diagram, foundation of water. This is only for explanation. Don't need to make in a textbook notebook. Take some water in a plastic cup and hold a straw upright in it. Hold a small piece of another straw near the upper end of the first straw and perpendicular to that straw. Blow hard through the small piece of straw. You will see a fountain of water. What did it happen? On blowing through the straw, the air at its open and is pushed away, and hence the pressure of the air at the opening goes down. As the pressure of the air near the upper end of the erect straw becomes less than atmospheric pressure. The water in the cup is pushed from where the pressure is higher to where it's lower, that is in the upward direction, and the water comes out in the form of a foundation. The more forcefully you blow, the higher will be the foundation. This straw fountain works of Bernoulli's principle. Then see the next slide. Use your brain power. What is the effect of increased temperature on the pressure of air? So do this by your own. Okay, then come to next slide. When there exists difference in the pressure two at two different places, the air starts flowing from the place of higher pressure to the place of lower pressure. At such times, we feel a breeze or a wind blowing. Thus, winds are an effect of the difference in air pressure. You will learn about this in the lesson called Winds in Geography. Okay, winds in geography. So then see the next slide. Then in this lesson, having more than try this, so you have to try this at your home compulsory. Take ice cubes in a glass up to 3/4 of its height. Now observe what happens. How did the water droplets appear on the outside of the glass? Due to the ice cubes in the glass, the air surrounding the glass cools down. As the water vapor in this air cools down, it condenses and gets transformed into water. It is this water that collects on the outer surface of the glass. Then the next slide. The level of humidity different in different places. Similar, the humidity levels also change from time to time during the period of a single day. Now see the next slide. The level of humidity is different in different places. Similar, the humidity levels also change from time to time during the period of a single day. The level of humidity, the humidity of the air is determined by its capacity to hold water vapor. During the night or at dawn, when the temperature of air is low, its capacity to hold the vapor is less. At such times, the excess vapor is transferred into water droplets. That is what we call dew. In the afternoon, when the temperature of air is high, the capacity of the air to hold the moisture also increases then compared to its full capacity to hold water. The proportion of moisture in the air is less and we feel that air is dry. Then see here, the proportion of water The proportion of water vapor in the air is high during the monsoon and in the coastal areas. As a result, we feel dampness or humidity. Then see this. Use your brain. In in summer, wet clothes dry quickly, but in the rains they do not. Why? Why is it so? So the answer you have to search by your own. Then comes this slide. Try this. Dip an uncorked, inverted, empty bottle in a slanting position into the water in a white container. What do you observe? What changes? What changes takes place in a balloon? What changes in the balloon? What changes what changes takes place in a balloon on filling air in it? See here, we come to what do you observe from it? We come to know from the activities above that air has properties like occupying space, having a certain volume, having mass and weight. Air is a mixture of very fine particles of some gases, dust, smoke and moisture. When rays of light fall on these minute particles, the particles spread the light in all the directions. The natural phenomenon is called scattering of light. And then see the next slide here. The earth receives energy from the sun. This energy is reflected by the earth in the form of heat. The constituents of air surrounding the earth, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, absorb a part of this heat and give it to the other constituents of air. As a result, the earth's surface remains warm and thereby becomes suitable for the living world on the earth. If there were no air and the earth, the temperature of the earth's surface would have been very low. Now come here, this see. Use your brain power. What would happen if all the air surrounding us is removed? We all will be die because we need air for living. Will sound be heard in space? So this answer you by your own. Search it and write it. Now see this slide. Transmission of sound. All the sounds that we hear reach us through the surrounding air. The density of air also changes due to change in its temperature. In winter, the density of the air increases. We can hear the whistle of a distant train clearly in the morning. In the winter, for the transmission of sound. Now come see this next slide. So students, you after watching the videos, you have to do the video. You have to learn the examples by your own. What are the states in which water is found? Water has three types. One is solid, and second is liquid, and third is gas. In winter, the water gets ice, and the and in normal temperature, water is good. It is being liquid, and in summer, the water gets gas. Okay. Now see here, water occurs in liquid state under ordinary conditions. Water is a fluid substance. Water does not have its own shape, but has a volume. It can pass through small holes or seep through very small gaps or cracks. Okay. On pouring water in an oil-cladded dish water does not spread but forms small round drops. Why does this happen? Okay. Try this. Take a plastic bottle more than half full of water. Mark the water level on the bottle. Keep this bottle upright in the freezer for making ice. Open the freezer after a couple of hours and observe. You will see that the water has changed into ice. Note the level of ice. You will find the ice level is higher than the water level before freezing. What can you infer from this? Okay, you take a bottle and put it in the freezer, and what do you do? Now see this, the ice bottle. As water freezes, to ice, it expands and its volume increases. On freezing, how much was the increases in the volume of the water? In what proportion did the increase? Now go to page 20. See, try this. Take a bucket of water, drop many different kinds of articles in it. Make separate list of the articles which sink in the water and those that float on it. Take some water in a pot and add a few pieces of ice to it. Observe what happens. Why do we see the ice float on the water? Ice is lighter. This question's answer is this: ice is lighter than water. When water freezes to form ice, it becomes lighter than original liquid. When water freezes, that is when it transforms into the solid state. Its volume increases. Therefore, the density of ice is less than of water. That is why floats on water. Okay. Now see the next slide. The interrelation between the volume and mass of a substance. The space occupied by a substance its volume. The store of matter in a substance is its mass. Density, mass, volume. Mass is measured in the grams and volume in cubic centimeters. Hence, density is equal to gram cc. Hence, GCC is the unit of the density. If the mass of 1 liter of water is 1 kilogram, then what is the density of water? Think will the mass of water change when it states during the and it's during the formation of liquid water into ice. Usually, when the temperature of a substance is lowered, the density increases as the volume decreases, but water is an exception to rule. Keep a glass full of water in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes, then take it out and observe it carefully. From which part in the glass does the water first starting freezing? And sheer anomalous behavior. The density of water is peculiar when water at normal temperature starts cooling. Its density increases like that of most liquids. However, if its temperature falls below 4 degrees Celsius, its density starts decreasing. This means that the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. If the temperature of water is lowered below 4 degrees Celsius, its density decreases and volume increases. It means that water expands when the temperature falls below 4 degrees. This is called the anomalous behavior of water. Now see here. Use your brain power. One mistake is there. Use your brain power. In all countries, how do aquatic animals remain alive even after the rivers or lakes freeze in winter? So these two are mistakes from me. You don't see these two. This is mistakes, and this is also a mistake. So students, this was the part 1 from me. Thank you everybody, and like, share my subscribe channel on Academy. Thank you.